Hey guys, happy Thursday. Monica Taylor here. I'm so excited I get to bring you guys some pretty fun stuff today. It's some of my favorite topics, but I know it's also, some of the most difficult topics. But the first thing I want to say is I am just so proud of how well you guys have been doing. We are only 4 days into this prep week, and you guys have been rocking out, doing the assignments that we ask, encouraging each other, posting stuff, just constantly, every single day. Like, that is what this is all about. I've seen some of you post your struggles already, and I couldn't be more proud of that. And so I want you guys to continue that. The first week is always really exciting because you're trying to get organized, and then the second week is actually your very first week, and so you got that excitement going, and then we get into the third week, and plus our third week is Thanksgiving. So I know that it's always great to start off really strong, but the goal here is just to continue that progress. So with that being said, the two topics I get to bring to you today are number one, about your nutrition guide and the importance of that. And the second thing is actually your before and after dreaded goodbye photos, measurements, and those kind of things. So I'm going to talk a little bit about those and why we do those and what's the importance of that. And then we've got a little bit of an assignment for you guys. So the first thing I want to talk about is your nutrition guide. So every single program that Beachbody offers comes with a nutrition guide. So if you're doing the 21-day fix, yours looks like this. I am doing Core de Force right now, and I actually only have the digital copy because if you didn't know, you can unlock any of the programs that we have available on your Beachbody On Demand without actually physically buying the DVDs. So I digitally unlocked mine, which means I printed off some of the nutrition guide, the important part. So, but this, guys, like this right here, I cannot tell you how many times over the past 4 years as a coach that I have had people in my challenge groups who, when I asked them about their nutrition guide, have told me that they haven't even read it or that it's not even out of the package. You guys, this should become like your Bible. Like, you can tell my 21-day fix is pretty worn out because when I first started, this thing went everywhere with me, like everywhere, because I used it as a reference when I was out to dinner, when I was, with friends. I could kind of take a look. Now we have the digital app, not only on Beachbody On Demand, but there's also a 21-day fix container app that you can change to modify which program you're doing. But it's so important to read this and understand what it is that you're doing and why you're doing it. And so it's always important to make sure that you go through. Typically in every single program that you have, there is, for instance, on the 21-day fix guide, page 4, it tells you how to calculate how many calories you are having. You guys, I cannot tell you enough. Do not do it your own way. Do not go in there and think that because you calculated your calories and you think it's too high and you're going to go to the lowest plan. Don't do it. Trust us. Trust what we do. Trust the process. Trust the trainers. Like, they know what they're doing. It's proven. And so give it one round of doing exactly the way that it's supposed to be done. Calculate your calorie intake, look at how many containers you have, and for some of you, I know you're going, oh my gosh, that's a whole lot of food. I know the first time I did Hammer and Chisel, I think I was on like plan C and I was constantly eating. Don't get me started on 21-day fix extreme. I mean, I was eating so much food, and you think, I'm not going to lose any weight. You guys, that is a myth. I promise you, you need to fuel your body. What happens when you don't follow this and when you don't eat as much containers as you're supposed to be eating, your body starts to go into starvation mode, and it feeds off of the muscle that you're trying to build, and then it throws your metabolism off, and 9 times out of 10 it slows your metabolism down. So I have conversations all the time with people 2 weeks in, 3 weeks in, I'm not seeing any results. I'm not even eating all my containers. So I don't understand why I'm not losing weight. Well, eat all your containers. I understand what society has trained us to do, to think that we need to eat less in order to lose. And guys, I'm telling you, it's wrong, okay? You need to fuel your body, especially for these workouts and what you're doing. So make sure that you take the quiz. So your first homework assignment today is to take the nutrition quiz. And whatever program that you're doing, whether it's Core de Force, 21 Day Fix, Hammer and Chisel, whatever it is, take the nutrition quiz, and then I want you to comment below with what plan you're in. So for instance, right now I am doing Core de Force, and I am actually in for the first time ever Plan A. And I will follow it as it's designed. Now, if you are, I want to speak to my mamas. I know I've got a lot of nursing mamas in here. Here's what we recommend. You calculate the calories in whatever program you're at. Then you add an additional 500 calories. 9 times out of 10, that's going to bump you up to the next bracket, and that's where we want you to be, because you need those extra nutrients so that you can feed not only yourself, but also feed your little one. So make sure that you take that into account. So post below where you're at, but then guys, actually read this. Like, I can't stress it enough how important this is for you to read your nutrition guide, because you can work out all day long, but you cannot out exercise a bad diet. And it starts right here, and it's done for you, and it's super simple. And not only that, we're giving you weekly meal plans every single week. And so it's taking this, you add in a meal plan that if you don't like something, all you have to do is flip through and find something that you can replace it with. Like, super easy, foolproof if you just do it. And at the end of the day, it's 30 days. Like, we're in these groups for 30 days. You can do anything for 30 days. So then my second point, and this is the one that everyone hates and everyone fights me on it because nobody likes to do it. Y'all, I have been a coach for 4 years. I have taken more goodbye photos than known to mankind, and I hate it every single time. I took my before pictures just like you guys did, and they're already posted, and I dreaded it because I came off of a time after I had just competed in a competition, and I let myself, and then I had a shoulder injury, and then life happened, and I let myself go a little bit because it happens to us all. Nobody likes taking them, but I promise you, you will not regret it if you take them, because the scale is the worst indicator. Do we use it as a measurement? Absolutely, but it is the worst indicator of your progress. It's not uncommon for the scale to actually go up a pound or two, and for some of them, like for me, sometimes, for instance, I just came off of finishing the whole 30. I'm in my last week, and this is the first week that I've really hit my workouts hard. I've went up almost 5 pounds. And it's because my body wasn't used to the workouts that I was doing before, and so I'm not only retaining water, but my muscles are stretching and they're growing and they're being torn because I'm working out, which is what's supposed to happen. So they're going to swell, just like when you have an ankle injury. Your muscles are going to swell, they're going to retain water, so it's not uncommon for the scale to go up. But you can't use that as a measurement of your success. You have to look at it. At your pictures, which is why we take them, and your measurements. And so these groups we have done a little bit different than what we've done in the past. We are actually doing them weekly, and then you will email them to your coach, and we will have albums for each week for you guys to upload them into. So right now, we want you to take your goodbye photos, and you'll notice that we've actually put several different examples of how you need to take your photos. Do them that way, y'all. I promise you, you won't regret it. So take 2 mirror selfies where it's just you from the front and from the side, and then have someone, or for instance me, I'll either use my kids or I'll prop my camera up on something and use the self timer and take ones typically against a blank wall. Like you'll see I've got a blank wall right there. It's a great way. If you don't want to be in your sports bra and your shorts, that's totally fine. Just make sure it's a tight-fitting shirt so that you will be able to see the difference. And then you'll notice that I created an album. If you can't see it, just click on the photos and you'll see, and then click on the albums button, and you'll see that there's a before and measurements. So snapshot where you wrote your measurements down. If you don't have a sheet, just put them on a piece of notebook paper. That's fine. But write them somewhere. And upload your photos and your measurements to that album so we can keep them all in one place. I know it's hard, guys, and you guys have already started doing this, and so it's really great because it's the triple down effect. It only takes one person to post it, and then everyone else starts to feel a little bit more comfortable. And don't compare yourself, guys. We all are on a journey. We all have a starting place. It doesn't matter if you're on chapter 12 or you're on chapter 15 or you're on chapter 1. We all have a starting place, and we're here to celebrate the success and celebrate each other and encourage each other to move forward. So do not compare yourself to someone's middle when you're just at the beginning. So that's your assignment for today, is to complete the nutrition quiz and let us know that you've read through the nutrition guide. Take your before measurements, take your before photos, and upload them onto the album, and then also make sure that you email your coach. So I hope that you guys have a great day. I'm so excited to get started and to get ready for day 1, and so I will talk to y'all soon, and I look forward to seeing your guys' pictures.